Hi, it's Ms. Moore from the Metuchen Public Library with this week's Take 5. This week, we will be reading from Charlie Thorne and the Last Equation by Stuart Gibbs. You can find this book in the card catalog by either putting in the Last Equation or Stuart Gibbs. You'll see it's highlighted, which means Metuchen owns it. I'll click on it to give you a brief summary as I start to read. Chapter 5, Somewhere Over Missouri. Charlie knew she was on a private jet before she opened her eyes. She had never been on a jet before, even though she could afford it, because chartering a jet as a 12-year-old would have gathered attention she didn't want. But she knew enough about a jet it would be like to put the pieces together. She could feel the vibrations of flight and hear the telltale purr of the twin engines. That meant she was on a plane, and yet she was face down on a couch. It felt like fake leather against her face. Commercial planes didn't have fake leather seats. Or couches, for that matter. Plus, it was relatively quiet. A commercial flight would be full of chatting fellow passengers, flight attendants doing food and beverage service, maybe a crying baby or two. The only noise Charlie could hear besides the engines was the occasional rustle of paper. It sounded like someone was reading. Her captors had removed her ski helmet and pried the boots off her feet, but she was still wearing her other cold weather clothes, so she was hot inside the plane. However, she didn't move. Instead, she remained still and kept her eyes closed, not wanting anyone to know she had regained consciousness, trying to piece together what she could do. First things first. She had been apprehended by the CIA. That's who Dante Garcia had worked for the last Charlie knew, and Dante would rather die than leave the agency. Second, despite the wreck she had been in, she was feeling fine. She had lost consciousness, which was a concern, but she had no headache at all, which was good. Lucky she had kept that ski helmet on. I hope you like that part of Chapter 5 from Charlie Thorne and the Last Equation. Feel free to check it out at the library or place it on hold and pick up at your home library. See you next week. Bye-bye.